finished yesterday by briefly speaking about our purpose in life. But we can only really understand our purpose when we understand God's. Because God has and always has had a plan and a purpose. And that's what we find here in verse 11. Although I'm going to read from verse 10 to get the sense. His intent was that now, through the church, the manifold wisdom of God should be made known to the rulers and authorities in the heavenly realms, according to his eternal purpose that he accomplished in Christ Jesus, our Lord. Did you like history at school? I don't know. I found it as one of those divisive subjects. Some people really enjoyed it, some people really didn't. Maybe you were fascinated by everything you saw, maybe you were bored stiff by all the dates and the names. But there is a reason why people say that history is his story. It's God's story. It is God working out his plans and his purposes. And ultimately that is what we see to be true here in verse 11. We see there that phrase, eternal purpose. God has had and always has had a plan and a purpose for this world, of which he has been working out. And we see ultimately here that that plan was accomplished about 2,000 years ago. As Jesus Christ came into the world, he lived in it, lived that perfect life. He then died a criminal's death, but yet he rose again and then ascended to glory. God's plan, his purpose for the whole world were accomplished in Jesus. Because it is through Jesus, through what he did there and then, that the church, which has such prominence here right throughout the letter, and particularly in chapter 3, that church was born. As Jews and Gentiles alike are reconciled to each other, yes, but ultimately to God, brought into relationship with him, enjoying access to him. Because it is through Jesus, through his life and death and resurrection, that God's purposes were worked out, that the church was born. And that, although it was accomplished 2,000 years ago, yet in a sense still carries on today as the message of Jesus, the gospel, again which features so heavily in chapter 3, as the gospel is made known to people around the world. God's plan is still being worked out. It was accomplished in Jesus, and it is still being worked out in order that to the world around us and to the rulers and authorities, as we saw yesterday, that they too would see God's wisdom. They too would see his grace and his glory. And so if we're thinking, where's my place? Where's my purpose in life? Well, in one sense, there are many answers to that question that will be different for all of us. But there's something that's the same. Our purpose in life is to get on board with God's purpose in life, which is Jesus, his death and his resurrection, the gospel, and sharing that message with others. How can you do that today?